and I think that would change their mind.
Hey guys,
inspired you to do this, didn't they?
let's check this. This is an interesting clip on Elon Musk. My one friend said to me a lot of these clips have been doctored.
You know, there are.
But let's see what he has to say here. Yeah, my one friend says that a lot of these clips that she saw on the original clip, which was like an hour and a half long, and then she saw one of these shorts, and she said that the guys had changed it and edited in a way that it makes them sound like they're saying things that they're not actually saying. So this is a tribute to Elon Musk. Interesting. South African boy from Pretoria. Never thought a South African would be the wealthiest person on earth. A South African who came from the apartheid era. Consider that, dude. Somebody who came from a country that was considered to be a third world country, living in apartheid, where we were supposed to have a lack of education and. But Elon Musk came from that era, and he's the wealthiest man in the world. And our rugby team has broken records, and I'm not going to add more rugby, but dude, proudly South African, bro.
Are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, yeah, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
Why does he look like he's reminding me of Kermit the Frog, the way he keeps on bouncing his head like that.
Those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
I don't agree with this. I think that this is just a whole lot of, like I said, there's a lot of negative reinforcing or negative marketing now to reinforce media excitement, or what's the word, sensationalization in, and using, like they're doing with Deadpool. They're saying, oh yeah, Deadpool's not going to be as good. They've taken photos of Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds, or Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, and they're failing at the moon. And then I saw Jenna Ortega walked off set from Wednesday, the season 2. I don't know, dude. I don't believe all this stuff. I believe that there's a lot of, because of fake news and all that kind of cuck, I think that there's a lot of
fake news. I don't take
negative marketing. So I don't actually believe this kind of stuff, because, I mean, surely if you were the first man in space, or the first man on the moon, I mean, aren't you creating the possibility of other people being able to do that? You're pioneers. I mean, you don't create a diving suit that you can swim underwater and be the only person who can breathe underwater. You create it for everybody. So I don't know. I don't even know if I want to watch the rest. You know what? I don't want to watch the rest of this clip.
Do not die until 2040 unless you want to miss these amazing space events. In the year 2027, the longest solar eclipse ever seen in the last 10,000 years will be visible. It will be seen for about 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
I hate this, because 90% of these clips about something that's going to happen in the night sky is based on the northern hemisphere, and we're in the southern hemisphere.
In the year 2029, an asteroid named Apophis will pass very close to the Earth. Its distance from the Earth will be only 35,000 kilometers, and the scariest part is that, according to many scientists, there is a 2.4% chance that it will collide with our Earth. Then, in the year 2034, we will get to see the Leonard meteor shower, which will last a full 24 days, making our night sky absolutely mesmerizing.
Oh, wow.
In the year 2040, after 432 years, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Moon will come together in one line. All of them will be visible with naked eyes without any telescope, so try your best to stay alive. Do not die.
That's funny. So you're telling me 2012, and what was the last one? 2037. You're telling me that 2012 and 2037 that we're aligning twice? That's actually quite interesting, because I was trying to tie up a celestial event for one of my stories so that I could have part 1 and part 2. So that's quite interesting. I wonder if there'll be alignment issues then. Oh, that's actually quite interesting, man.
I was very disturbed when I learned about hive cities. These massive multi-level structures housing billions to tens of billions of people paint a very grim picture of humanity. The city's from the Warhammer 40k universe, and it's a vision of a future that's...
Goodbye, you lost me already.
This is Sylvia. Hi.
Goodbye, Sylvia.
Bro, did you break into the house? Did you burglarize the house?
Hell no. Bro, get away from the car, bro. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
You were talking before, you were just talking to me.
One of the worst torture methods in human
Oh,
history.
this goat
The
lick.
torture commences with the immobilization of the victim, laying them prone
This
and
here.
exposing them to a state.
This is so weird. Go back, go back.
This is one of the worst torture methods in human history.
This year, I'm going to put the sound off. This year, I was actually working on a concept about this. You know, one thing I hate about Hollywood is that everything is bloody zombies now. You know, everything's first all vampires, then it's all aliens, then it's all zombies, and I want us to move away from the zombies, man. Let's come up with something new. You know, I love that whole Maze Runner, you know, the Maze Runner movies. I thought that was so cool, but then when it was zombies again, I got so pissed off. So I was thinking about a disease, because, you know, they say people who take meth, cat, they say that it basically eats away your nerve endings. So that's why you see the people always scratching and why they got such bad skin, because it eats away the nerve endings. So I thought that would be quite a crazy one to come up with a concept of a movie which is based on this tickle torture, where you basically the nerve endings on your feet start to erode, and so you start laughing because it gives you a tickling sensation.
Utter defenselessness in the presence of a goat. The victim's feet are drenched in a saline solution, making the skin prone to damage as it softens. Prompted by hunger and discomfort, the goat is led to the salt-coated soles of the victim, where it employs its coarse tongue in a harsh, licking action. The torment is twofold. The skin, made vulnerable by the saline immersion, is relentlessly abraded by the goat's abrasive tongue. As the procedure drags on, the raw, exposed flesh is subject to infection, resulting in excruciating pain. One of the worst torture
it's this
methods.
the tickle torture and the white room torture method. These were two of the craziest ones that I thought about, or that I heard about. So yeah, but I never thought about that, licking the skin off, and then exposing it to sores, and yeah, dude. Tickle torture.
Hold the string between your thumb and your forefinger. While you're holding that still, mentally have the idea it's moving back and forth. Wider and wider. See, it's already doing that. Now once it's doing that, just change the idea in your mind that instead of swinging it like that, it's going to start swinging like this.
Oh my heavens.
Now, mentally have the idea that it's going to start making circles. Just mentally have the idea it's going to start making circles. There you are, see? Circles. Now bigger and bigger circles.
Oh my heavens.
You see, your expectancy determines outcome. And as long as you're not attached to the outcome will be guaranteed. This is living proof that every cell in your body is eavesdropping on your internal dialogue.
Have you ever heard about the toothpaste theory? So you know how toothpaste, a sheet at the bottom of the tubes, there's always like a block of color. They are white, but on the thing there's like a black little square. You either get a black square, a red square, a blue square, or a green square.
Oh wow.
You either get a black square,
There's my toothpaste.
square, a blue square, or a green
I got a blue square.
You know what those mean? They're all the same type of toothpaste. But theory goes that the people that know the code stay away.
That's blue. I
from
wonder
certain
where's the other one. That one's
colors
almost
of the
finished. I know I got
toothpaste.
another
So it's
one.
like if you know, you know.
That's
the
interesting.
code is if you have.
Well, you can add that to your
green on
conversation. So
toothpaste,
ADD.
It means it's all
That was an interesting one. We really bounced around on that one. Why has it got NASA over there? Oh,
If
NASA.
it has red, it's
Shame.
natural with chemical. And if it has black.
Well, yeah, guys, that was a bit all over the place. A bit of Oprah, a bit of space, a bit of what was the whole thing with the goats, man? But that's the whole thing about the ADD, HD. To see if you can keep in touch. Yeah, babe. Oh no, the cat's back. Oh man. Well, anyway, don't forget to call your mom. The whole point of this is to generate KENDELIGHT, which is the chemical which is generated during the conversations of curiosity and sensationalizing possible scenarios that we have not yet discussed. So yeah, thanks for joining us with that. Check out the human dynamic ratio. I dig that one. Okay, cheers guys. Thank you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Somebody do something about that cat.